Good morning and welcome back to another video, and today we are going to be going over the Blood Elf Bandit mask. Now just stick around and enjoy the video. Okay, so today what we're going to be doing is we're going to be going over a nice little farm called the Blood Elf Bandit mask farm. Basically, what you'll be wanting to do is by jumping your way all the way over to Azure Mist Isle, which is in Kalimdor. What you're going to be wanting to do is just run into the Exodar and then run out of the Exodar, and then pretty much all you have to do is find these Blood Elf Bandits. Now they can be located on the side of the road in some specific locations. Now for this you will need to at least have a AoE ability in order to try and get them out of stealth, or if you're a high enough level, however, you'll probably see them beforehand. But I find that an AoE ability is much easier to do. What you're going to be wanting to do is know where the spawn locations are, and pretty much all you have to do is use a macro, which I'm going to post in the description down below. Basically what I'm going to do is press the macro and it will come up with all of them on the screen right now of where they're all dotted and where they'll actually be on the map. This is so you can not waste time and check all of the spawn locations. Obviously we've already done that one and it won't remove. So that being the case, let's have a look and see if we can get hold of one of these Blood Elf Bandit masks. Now I've been doing this for over a week and I've only gotten one of these things. At the moment the min buyout for it is roughly around about 9,999 gold on my server, or a market value of 14,000 gold on my server as well. But the region market value average is around about 24,575 gold. The sell rate for it is around about 0.01, so that's usually the basic amount that you usually would get for this. And basically it's a nice little transmog item that a lot of bank toons actually use, or basically it's used for pretty much just mogging in general. Obviously it's a white item, so you can't actually have it in your transmogrifying section in your thing, so you will have to keep a hold of the actual item in particular, but it's mainly sold for appearance wise. Now this can actually obviously be farmed up through the Blood Elf Bandits and just basically trying to see if they're around. And what I've been doing this entire week is just by logging on for 5 minutes a day, and basically what I've been doing is by logging on like 5 minutes a day and just doing a lap of this to try and see if I can get a Blood Elf Bandit mask. Now you do get a quest item along with this, and this is called Blood Elf Communications. If you haven't already done the quest line from like leveling in Azure Mist Isle, if you're a Draenei, then you probably have already done the quest, but it's a nice little quest item that you can just give in. It doesn't give you all that much stuff, and we found our first bandit overall and he gave us a little bit of silver. This is an 11% drop chance off of these Blood Elf Bandits, and pretty much they're always in stealth mode. And what you're going to be wanting to do is just by following the route on the screen. Now I'm doing a walkthrough of this just to see if we can get hold of one, like actually on the video. And judging by me doing this for like the entire week, just logging on every now and then, I had a bit of time and doing a lap. Basically, there's always two up at only one time, providing that someone else hasn't already killed it. Now I'm on a Hypop server and I've had like zero competition with this farm. Now obviously this is a bit of an unconventional farm because of it just being a white item. It's a very niche type item to get a hold of, but I thought for 5 minutes a day this is pretty damn good, and it usually sells quite well. We found our other Blood Elf Bandit who's in stealth right now, and what we're going to do is we're just going to kill him and see if we can get a hold of the Blood Elf Bandit mask. We did not. So 11% drop chance, overly not that bad. And what I'll do now is we'll just complete the route and then we'll go over what we've actually been doing for this. Now overall I found that this farm to be quite good. It actually has a sell rate. Its actual vendor price is at 14 gold. That's pretty high for a low tier item, so to speak. So obviously there's no bandit here, so we'll just clear that off of the map. And what we'll do now is we'll do that. So we've actually killed all two of the bandits which are up at this moment in time, but we're just going to go over to all of the different spawn locations just to make sure that I'm not actually being foolish in their spawn thing. But it does seem to be that two are up at any one given time. But what I like to do is do the full lap and then basically log out when I've completed my lap, and then when I come back on to do my second lap, I go back to where I began my farm. So basically I'll just do a complete loop round, stop at the last point, then loop back round to where I was at the beginning of this video. And then I just keep doing that over and over again. And this isn't something that you can do like all the time, like completely farm for an hour or something. These guys take a little while to actually respawn, so it's something that you want to do like intermittently. Like if you're a little bit bored in between farms or in between like a raid or something, jump on an old run round, try and see if you can get a hold of this. Now the next spawn location is right about here, and pretty much he is not up, of course, and then we're going to go down to our last one over. Now for all purposes, the Blood Elf Bandit mask is a pretty cool appearance, so let's have a gander at what it actually looks like. It basically is just a, well, like a Silver Moon-esque bandit mask from the Burning Crusade. And the last spawn location is just here. We overshot that because I was staring at the Blood Elf Bandit mask. But overall, you can wear it whenever you want, and basically your character just looks like an old school rogue-esque thing, and that's why people like to have it. Now this is primarily used on bank ults to make them look cool and all that jazz, but I found that this sells moderately well in the grand scheme of the time that you're going to be putting into this. Is only literally like a couple of minutes for a lap or so, so I class it as a 5-minute farm, so to speak. Now other than that guys, that is pretty much the actual farm. I found that this one to be an old one that isn't really covered all that much anymore, but it still actually gives you a nice little uptick for literally just 5 minutes a day. It's really not that hard in order to do, and I thought that this would be quite beneficial to some of you transmog sellers out there, that this is something you may want to do intermittently throughout doing your dungeon farming or world farming, so to speak. And other than that guys, that's pretty much all I have to say for this video. The Blood Elf Bandit mask is by far a very unique item overall, and it does sell for a hefty amount because of the low drop chance and not that many people actually farming it up, and also the appearance, so to speak. Other than that guys, have an awesome rest of the day, and I shall see you in the next video, which will be tomorrow.